Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. We're just kind of bouncing along on a happy Tuesday, Election Day. And if you live in the city limits and you are registered to vote, there are two places that you can go vote today. Now, don't go to both. Pick one.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, don't go to both. You know, you gotta pick one. But you can go to either one. You know, it's not like the old days where if you were in a certain precinct, you had to vote at a certain polling place.
Right.
Nowadays, they get all this data, punch it into the computer, and so when you present yourself to vote and they verify your address, then out spits your ballot for your candidates. So that's kind of cool. Faith Baptist Church and the Artesia Senior Center.
Oh.
Those are the two and only polling places today.
Okay.
If you go to one of the others that is used for other elections, like, well, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to confuse anybody. They will politely tell you this is not a polling place. You need to go to Faith Baptist Church or the Senior Center. I
certainly hope that message got out to everybody.
Oh, the confusion. You don't even, I'm not even going to go there. It's the stuff that has been put out that has been inaccurate. So, but
if you don't know what you're talking about, hush.
Or call somebody and ask,
Ask for it.
And do that. But anyway, the polls are open till 7. Everybody that's a registered voter in the city limits is voting for a mayor. There are 5 candidates to pick from. And then depending on which city council district you live in, will determine who's on your ballot. And those that live in District 1, there's only one name on the ballot, Raul Rodriguez. So that's your choice. And then in District 2, George Mullen or Jeremy Kern. District 3, Kimberly Medley, Tommy Bales, or Wade Nelson. And District 4 is Aubrey Hobson or Richard Dickey Townley. So those are your choices.
There's only one name on there that I don't know that person.
That you don't know. Okay. Yeah. So pretty cool. I know of, or most of the folks that are on here. The mayor, there's 5 people that want to be mayor. There's Alan Kent Bratcher. Everybody knows him as Kent.
Yes.
He has to keep telling people on the ballot is Alan.
Yes.
I don't think he's ever gone by Alan.
I don't think so.
If you went up to him and said, "Hey, Alan," he probably wouldn't even look at you.
My son goes by his middle name, and he said, "Why did you stick that other one on me?"
So if you want to vote for Kent, look for Alan Bratcher.
You're right.
There's not another Bratcher. There's only one Bratcher. It's the same guy on there. Luis Flores, John Henry, and I always kid John, where'd the H go in his name? It's Jon.
Yes.
There's an H missing.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That ought to tell you something right there.
Oh, dear.
Can't even spell his name right. What is it? Was it French? Is it Jan Henry?
Yes. I have another friend that spells his name that way.
Jon? There you go. And then Terry Hill. And then Jeff Yahtzee. So those are the mayor candidates. So get out and vote today.
Yes.
And for those of you on pot, vote tomorrow.
He really just said that.
Well, all right. Nancy's here from the Eddy County DWI Task Force, and you brought some notes with you. What would you like to...
I did, but I don't know where my brain went right now. I mean, if you smoke pot, vote tomorrow. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Good morning, everybody. Let's just start all over again here.
Let's do that. Nancy's here from the Eddy County DWI Task Force. What would you like to talk about today?
Well, I contacted my main office and I said, what programs do we have?
Okay.
We can, and I thought I was going to get 1 page. And I've got, 5 pages here?
Oh, my goodness. So there's a lot of programs.
3 pages for that, and then some stats.
Okay.
So I was reading over them, and I'm thinking, we do this, we do that. Well, I better catch up.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think one of the most exciting is, before I forget, Bambi will be here on the 15th.
Oh, okay, good.
For those of you, if you remember, she's with the 911. I think it has another organization.
The RETA.
Yeah, the RETA.
The Regional Emergency Dispatch Authority.
And if you caught our last program, it was amazing, the things that we learned sitting right here. So if you think about it on the 15th, please tune in. I don't know what she has new for us, but from the list that she had, there's a lot more she has to talk about.
Good,
so
good, very good.
we
Looking
might
forward to
learn
it.
something. So back to DWI program. We have prevention, of course, which is basically what I'm doing here. DWIs. This program is for the Victim Impact Panel. When they have their programs, they have people that have been victims, and they go in and talk to the folks that have had DWIs to try to make some kind of an impression that maybe could happen to you. You could kill someone's loved one. You could hurt them, whatever. So we have that program. And then, of course, the memorial sign, which we've all talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Sticker shock programs, DWI prevention messages, radio announcements, and that sort. Alcohol in the workplace. And this is one, again, I've seen yet another person get in their car with vodka, go in the store and come out. And it's obvious these people are going to work. So folks that are in charge, if you're listening, you need to toughen up your program a little bit.
This is employers.
This is employers.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what to do, you can call our main office and they can get you a program, or come by and talk to your employees, or do any number of things. You don't need employees. I don't care who you are, especially if they're driving a company vehicle.
I think company insurance would frown.
Yes, they would
upon
frown tremendously upon that. And not only that, the equipment, maybe teacher, whatever, you're dealing with children of all ages. That could cause a real problem if they found out that there was an incident and you had been drinking, and the schools or whoever, any employer, didn't address it in the first place.
Yeah.
That's big trouble. That's a big liability.
So there's a program available through the DWI Task Force for employers.
Yeah. And then we have the DWI School, which is licensed by the state of New Mexico. And the goal is to prevent future incidents. These are for people that have gotten DWIs. And then our enforcement, we work closely with law enforcement. We even supply some of their needs through different programs and grants that we have. There's, I don't know that we've even talked about this in quite a while, the zero tolerance. It's no longer, well, if you're a little bit drunk. No, it's not that. If you've been drinking a couple of beers, no, it's zero tolerance. So you need to keep that in mind whenever you're going to the lake and you decide to have a party or whatever you're doing. Get a designated driver.
Yep, zero tolerance means
zero tolerance.
Zero.
And the activities around DWI Sobriety Checkpoints, I have seen a few times on Facebook, and I'm sure the phones go crazy. Hey, there's a checkpoint over here on 285. Watch out, or go a different route, or something like that. Please don't do that. Those people, the sober drivers, are going to go right on through. But if you know somebody that's drinking or something, they need to be stopped for their sake and for their family and everybody else. So don't tell the whole wide world that there's a checkpoint over there. Now, some people would say, okay, there's a checkpoint over there. If you're stone cold sober and you don't want to get mixed up in it, okay. But
or it could be that they don't have insurance.
That's right, insurance.
Or
Or
they check that too.
You're not.
Your vehicle registration, your insurance, and then they.
If you're not driving legally.
Right.
Which, there again, None of us like to get caught like that. I couldn't find my insurance one time. It was right in front of me. You know, it's when you're all shaky and, I've got to find this, and couldn't find my insurance card.
Yeah.
I did finally find it and got through, but it's a hassle.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you have to go before the judge and explain it and make sure you have your card and all this kind of stuff. So kind of check that out.
I think I'd take Nancy's tip right now. If you do nothing else today other than vote, look in your vehicle and make sure you've got a current insurance certificate. Make sure the sticker on the tag is current.
Yes.
Make sure you've got the registration and that you have your driver's license and that it's current.
Then it's current.
And if you've got all of that, then checkpoints are nothing.
Yeah, it's just go through them. Takes up a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But you're right. That is such an important thing. How many of us have let one or the other slip by? Or you have your insurance card. It's on your desk at home.
Right.
You forgot to put it in your car.
Right.
Or you haven't even checked your license plates. I mean, we get the notice and tell us that we have to pay it and all this kind of stuff. But sometimes they get lost in the shuffle. And there you are.
Yep. Or you got that packet from Santa Fe and the sticker, and you just haven't put it on the car yet.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't help anything sitting on the kitchen table.
No, it doesn't. Or lost in a bunch of papers where you can't find them and you know you had it.
Yeah.
That's more like what I do. But anyway, those things.
So if you do nothing else today, folks, walk around behind the car, look at the sticker on the tag, on the license plate, make sure it's correct. Then look inside the vehicle where you keep stuff and make sure you've got a current insurance. Current registration, and then make sure you have in your purse or wallet or backpack or wherever it is that you drive around with you, that your driver's license is up to date.
And it only takes a few minutes.
Yeah, do that today, and then vote.
Before you go to vote, check all of that stuff first.
That's right. Not that you're going to need it when you vote.
No, but you're going to need it if you get stopped.
But you're right. But people do that. And how many times have you come across, like, you're driving down the highway and you see a state police car? Flashlights?
Yes.
You know, and some people do that. You know, they'll flash their lights as you're coming up where there's probably a state. And to me, if they're a Texan, I don't give them any indication. I want them to get stopped.
Well, and how many of those people that you do that, I mean, you're setting something up.
Yeah.
Especially if they're speeding or, God forbid, drinking and driving, any of those things, and you give them warnings or something. You know, I don't like to see anybody get a ticket. I don't like that. I don't like to see it happen. And the cops aren't crazy about it.
That's right.
Police officers aren't crazy about having to hand out tickets.
Yeah.
A DWI, oh my goodness, the amount of paperwork they have to go through when passing out a DWI. But they realize how important it is to slow people down and all this kind of stuff.
So don't share all that stuff on.
Yeah, it's okay if they get caught. It's they'll pay their price. Okay, where was I? I don't know.
Well, you were talking about that program.
The Eddy County program, of course, works with all of the law enforcement all over the state, whether it's all over the state, I'm sorry, the county. Eddy County, Loving, Hope, all the little places. We're there. And if you need us, we're here. No matter what's going on, as if it pertains to the DWI program. Tracking, we keep a database of all of this so that we know exactly what's going on in Eddy County, and I've got some stuff on that. I won't have time today. I'm almost out of time, right?
We've got about 3 minutes.
Okay. Screening and assessments. We try to make sure what's going on with an individual when they come in, so we'll know how to build a program for them. Alternative sentencing provides the courts with sentencing alternatives to traditional incarceration. We all know that our jails are packed full, and some people, there's different things going on. Yeah, we all need to suffer the consequences, but sometimes there's other avenues. And one of them is Roadway Cleanup, which reminds me I need to call them for 13th Street. That's a mess. It's a mess over there, but the guys come out and pick up trash. At one time, it was the MIPs, the kids, but from what I understand, that's kind of down right now, so.
Minors in possession?
Minors in possession.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
okay.
I know better than to use.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
They pick up an average of 1,000 pounds of trash a week.
Wow. 1,000 pounds a week.
A week.
You need to share those stats with Linda.
Yes.
At Clean and Beautiful.
Yes.
That's a lot of trash.
That's a lot of trash.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trash to pick up one bottle at a time, one piece of paper at a time. And
Yeah.
I've seen, they came out because my street had gotten so bad out there. And he was just astounded when they started cleaning it up. And I saw what they had, and it was a whole trailer load full of trash.
Yeah, it's
My
crazy.
street's not that long, but it's
It's got to be blowing in from somewhere.
it blows out of the back of people's pickups.
Right.
Unless George is going to get rid of his beer bottles before he gets home to Nina, whatever. you know.
Yeah.
Then those beer bottles go out, and
Yep.
for some reason, our street, and I'm sure it's the same way other places, that seems to be the place.
Yeah.
And we, as the citizens of our street, have, as a few of them, that have started cleaning the street and making sure it stays clean. But
Yep.
let's see, what else? And that's supervised by the sheriff's department and the detention officer or probation officer. So they're not just letting these guys get out there and do whatever they want to do. And I did see a young man that Linda had contacted, and he was out cleaning behind Allsups on 13th.
Okay.
Treatment, we provide outpatient counseling directed to intervene and address DWIs. Smart recovery, self-management, and recovery training is for those that can work with self-help and or want to do it and want to stop. Has made it very clear, I'm done with this nonsense. So that's pretty much what it is. And I have some stats, but we will go over those when I have a little bit more time.
Okay.
Probably not next time, because I'm sure that Bambi will take up all the time there is.
We'll have all that. But there are a lot of programs, and if you have any questions, you want to find out about these programs or whatever, you can contact Nancy,
Contact me, or you can call the main office, 575-628-5430. And they're, for these programs, they're probably the best. That's the best number to call. And one of the ladies down there will certainly help you.
Okay.
So,
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming in. And then next time we'll have Bambi will be with us from Rita to talk about dispatch.
dispatch, and I think we both learned from our last
We did.
that there was more to this than what we ever thought. So.
That's right. Oh, I'm glad she's coming back. So
Yes.
looking forward to it. Nancy, thank you so much.
Have a great day, everyone.
You too. And get out and vote, folks.
Get out, check your stuff.
That's right. Check your stuff. And if you have any questions about your ballot, you can get a provisional ballot. They all know about that. And but the polls are open until 7 o'clock, and then we'll be on the air from City Hall, when they start running numbers. So we'll be out there to share it with you on the radio. And, yeah, I'll put it on Facebook. All right. This is KSVP.